First things first, let's talk about facts and works. Your boy mash no works. Talk about guns, we on that work. Never. And to make shit worse, I got all 5, that's real blood first. He got zinged and he got burst. Next outcome getting put in the dirt. Dead boy. How the fuck are they king of this? How? When none of them's king and shit. Pussies. It was me who got man yitch that yitch in front of his bitch. Oh no. Now we glad we bruised like witch. Spot me your op man's letting it rip.
Welcome to this full day of eating. We are 3 weeks into prep now. Things have changed. Looking a little bit leaner, feeling leaner, 10 pounds down. I'm gonna take you through what I do exactly to get shredded and what Diesel does to get shredded as well, because he's on a little diet. Your boy, yeah. We're gonna run through everything, break it down, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing that, all that sort of good stuff, and show you how you get into contest prep shape. At this point, for me, it's very easy. It's not hard at all. Like, you know, my food is still in a pretty good spot. It's not like I'm starving, hungry, or got no carbs or anything like that. It's a lot less than what I was eating before. Things like I've calculated it's like 1,600 calories less than what I'm used to. But it's what you got to do to get shredded. It's what you got to do to bring this body weight down. And like I said, you know, I'm 10 pounds down now, which has been quite easy for me. You know, I've got no food focus, nothing like that. You know, I mean, expected to be in 3 weeks really. So we're going to take you through the day, show you how the Georgie boy does it, show you how to get peeled. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and let's go on this fucking day. Come on. Yes. Secret ingredient 4, eggs, paprika. Normally have cumin, but we're just gonna have black pepper so we can have a little bit of that. So now what I used to like to do, beforehand I'd scramble all my eggs. But now what I like to do is I like to leave the yolk in there, so when I do make it into like a little stir fry mix, I've still got a bit of runny egg, because now I'm getting hungrier. That's the only issue. Before I didn't give a shit, I just scrambled it all together. As we're getting hungry, I'm just leaving the yolk and saving the yolk till last and doing what I did back in 2019. Ooh, very close. And 2 grams off. I'm getting good at this guessing sort of game. Gosh, only 1 green bean off. Right, this goes in my microwave steamer. Shout out, James Holland said, TK Maxx microwave steamer. Have a little capsule there. Straight in the microwave. 2.5 minutes. Bosh. Who's that guy on TikTok that goes bosh? I know, some guy who goes bosh. I keep saying it lately. Right, so this is how much of a nit I am. I actually eat out of this because I think, why put it on another plate, and that leads to me having to do more washing up. So we just eat out of the tub. Reminds me of being back at uni when I used to make my I used to make everything in a saucepan. I should eat out of that. Just get a spoon, eat it, mush it all together, bosh. I need to stop saying that in today's video. I just realised I said it about 4 times already. Bosh. Bosh. Meal number 1, as always, come at 6:24 in the morning. I like to get about 3 meals in before I train, about 3 meals in before midday, and then the rest of the day it's like cut off. I think the last meal I have is like half 7. And then it gives me a couple of hours to not even think about food or worry about it. That's what I used to love at the back end of my off season, is finishing early, having to just relax and not having to worry about making food, all that sort of shit. Supplements first thing in the morning, so I always drink literally before I eat probably 2 of these, which is probably 1.5 litres of water. Got my krill oil, so 2 capsules of krill oil, 2 capsules of vitamin C, as I picked up a bit of a cold earlier in the week, which I'm feeling better now, but I'm normally, if I've got a cold, anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Vitamin D, 3 K2, so just 1 tab of that, and then 3 tabs of the omega-3. I'm using the Applied Nutrition one at the moment. That's that. In terms of food, looks fucking basic as fuck. 100 grams of green beans, just put that in the microwave, 2.5 minutes, bosh, done. A little bit of salt, a little bit of mustard on top of there, and then I have, you know when they say we have, why do they do that? I always do that. I have, motherfuckers, I have 200 millilitres of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, which are medium-sized eggs, and just make that into a scramble. So as you can see, the carbs, I used to have bagels, salmon in the morning first thing. I used to have 100 carb in the morning. Now I've got probably about 2. So fun. But that's what you need to do when you get shredded, right? Let me give you a live little taste test of this this scrambled egg. Jack, do you eat egg at all?
No, I used to, but
never seen Jackie eat egg.
It was playing with my digestion in one of my meals, so I took it out. But then it turns out it wasn't because something else. Oh, guys, don't catch this.
Come on, can you do side chest for us in the morning? It's push day for you today, right? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Shredded already, lad.
Yeah, took it out, but then it turns out it was the broccoli and I just never brought it back in. So.
Yeah, I must admit, when I actually first started eating egg whites, my stomach felt a little bit
I don't know what it is. It's something about when you have egg whites alone without the yolk, it can play with the digestion. It's strange.
But I think I've got used to it now, so I just gave it a little bit of time, and then now I don't seem to have any problems. But the first couple of days when I ate it, my stomach felt quite unsettled. Maybe just because I haven't had egg whites since 2019 prep, I don't know. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Protein, fats first thing in the morning. I often find I function better with work quality. You know, I feel quite lethargic after eating carbs first thing, so it's quite nice to be able to eat this, crack on with the morning, provide better quality check-ins, all that sort of good stuff, not feel lethargic and tired and want to go back to sleep. So this will be my only protein fat meal of my training day. My rest day I actually have 2 protein fat meals in the morning, but then the next meal is just all carbs, which is fun. And my food's still relatively in a good spot. I just got a new low this morning of 175.6, so that's actually 10 pounds down now in 3 weeks, which is quite good. So I was a little bit last week, oh, I'm not dropping weight, what am I going to do? Sort of like, you know, getting that attachment to the scale weight already. But then all of a sudden this morning, bosh, woke up, new low. So I know things are going in the right direction. It's just sometimes you just need to be a bit patient with it. Right, I'm gonna crack on eating this. Stop waffling, as I always fucking do. And let's get on with the day. And you know you're getting hungry when you're polishing off the fucking bowl. Normally that, I just leave it along. Nah, can't waste food now. Bosh. Oh yeah, one thing I don't do is I never go on my phone. What I found before is I'm just sitting here, got my phone in my hand, just doing this. Like, I don't need to be on my phone all the time. I'm trying to spend less time. Obviously, yeah, it's a big part of my life and what I do, and a lot of my income comes from my phone at the end of the day. But when I'm eating, I'm like, right, this is my time. I'm not worrying about that. I'll deal with whatever's on there afterwards. This is me just to relax, just to eat and just, I don't know, watch YouTube or just do nothing. Even just talk to Jack, you know. Anyway, that's meal number 1 done. I've got work to do. First thing, take the dog out. Actually, I'll have meal 2, then take the dog out. And then we have meal 3 when we get back. And then train legs, meal 4, meal 5, done by 7:30, easy. So crack on with the day, nothing else to say. It's fucking 6 AM in the morning. What else have I got to say at 6 o'clock in the morning? Let's fucking do this.
I'll do George's check-in for you guys, alright? Hi mate, thank you very much for checking in. Week number 69. It's been such a long time. Yeah, so this week just, you know, a few good things, but we need to tidy up on, you mentioned that you skipped one of those days. Yeah, we need to nip those in the bud really, you know. We don't want to be putting consecutive bad days together, you know. You've been really good in the sort of 69 weeks you've had, but yeah, thank you very much for that, mate. Hope you have a good week, and I'll chat to you next week.
By the way, my check-ins don't last fucking 1 minute. They're a little bit longer than that. But yeah, I do always start off with thank you for this week's check-in, week number 35, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe it's been 35 weeks. I can't believe it, you know, like, it's extraordinary, like we don't speak all the time. I'm going to start this one off.
Oh, there it is, guys.
Congratulations, Jack, he took his first breath.
There's the breath.
Only took him 3 hours upon wait to take a breath in.
Yes. Oh.
Right, shut down, doing check-ins. Good morning, thank you for this week's check-in, week number 35. I hope you're all okay. Try now, as we're getting towards the end of this sort of push-up phase, try and keep on top of the photos for me, just so we can make sure that everything's in check. And obviously with the adjustments that I've made, I want to make sure that it's going to the right places as well. So the first adjustment that I have actually made to your plan is I've added in 50 grams of carbs to your train day, and that's just because obviously the last couple of weeks your scale weight has been dropping. Alright mate, speak to you in a bit. What's up? Bye. Never know how to end a check-in. Never know how to end it. You kind of like, okay, how do you say goodbye to someone on a video? So I'm just like, cheers mate, thank you, bye. But no, that was a good check-in. Obviously, just going through some training footage with clients. I always like clients to send through training footage, especially if they are wanting a second opinion. Even though you might be like, even with myself, like I'd class myself as an advanced lifter in terms of like my skill when it comes to training. I said skill very funny then. But I always record it just to get like a second opinion. I always will send it through to AJ or get Forburn to watch my form, just because there's always room for improvement. So don't get content with your form and your setup. So yeah, we just spoke about obviously like his physique shots, like how to improve digestion, things like that, so implementing GDAs, and also just a little thing like time management. So one thing that I do with my clients is I do sort of weekly Q&As, weekly topics, and this week's one was all about time management and how to be more efficient with the time. So he obviously mentioned that he's very short on time within his check-in, so I wanted him to refer back to the video that I made the other week, or just the other day, sorry, about time management. I do roughly anywhere between 6 to 10 check-ins a day. I have about 54 clients at the moment, which is great. Absolutely love it. And I think for me, I do check-ins every single day rather than just having like a day to do check-ins. Like I couldn't imagine doing 16 of these in one day. I think I'd be absolutely exhausted. So anywhere between 6 to 10 a day is quite comfortable for me. Get that done before I train, do a few little extra bits in the evening, and we're ready to crack on. So yeah, 9 o'clock now, it's time for meal number 2. Then we're going to take the dog out for a walk and we're going to crack on. This is my life, a life as an online coach. Fucking great, love it. Meal number 2 about to go down. It is just gone 9 AM in the morning. So this is my first carb meal of the day, which when you think about 9 AM, some people haven't even ate at 9 AM. But for me, like I said, my day is quite, like I finish it quite early in terms of eating and things like that. So this is where, like I said, I introduced my carbs and I introduced Glycomax. Obviously was taking it at the back end of my off season. I'm still incorporating it now just because I still massively believe in it. I think it made so much of a difference. I'm acting like, because I spoke to Kuba about it the other day and he was like, yeah, I just take insulin instead. I was like, fair mate. Like, I was hyping this up like this was fucking class. And he's like, just shut up. But I really do think it makes a difference for us natties. So I'm just using 3 capsules at the moment. The recommendation is 5 capsules, but I'm using it with pretty much 3 of my carb meals throughout the day today, other than my post-workout. Take this normally, I would normally take it 15-20 minutes before I eat. I've got into a routine now of like, if I haven't taken it in the time frame, I'm like, I'm definitely gonna atrophy or not absorb this food. But it doesn't necessarily matter as long as you're sort of taking it. Anyway, waffling. Meal 2, 100 grams of jasmine rice, 125 or 1 packet of asparagus, which is about 125 grams, and 150 grams of 5% lean mint. So a little bit of mustard, ketchup on top, a little bit of salt, bosh, straight down the hatch, crack on with the day. I love that word lately, bosh. Saw it on TikTok, some guy going bosh, and I was like, that's such a good word, bosh.
If you watch all the video, comment bosh below.
Yeah, just comment bosh throughout the whole video, innit? Bosh. The rice is sticky as well, which, yeah, I'm alright. Soon. Very, very soon. When I say soon, it means basically we're gonna go for a W, soon. Very soon. Speaks to him like he's a child. Sparks. It's very strange. This way just tears my arm. Pre-workout meal, 3 capsules. Stop ruining the video, Diesel. 3 capsules of Glycomax, gone straight in. Wash. That is 100 grams of the chocolate brownie batter from Naughty Boy. Now people ask me, does it taste good? I'd say it's up there. I'd say it's definitely up there. Now, what I do actually, I'll grab it right now. I mix in with the caramel biscuit whey perform protein. Now, in my recent video, I gave it a taste test. I've had it obviously a few days now, a few times. I'd say it's an 8 out of 10. I'd say my order goes like this: The double chocolate from Perform Way is first. Chocolate brownie batter is second. And caramel biscuit is third for me. Now, the only thing that I would say about this is they probably need to add like a stronger taste to it. There needs a little bit more, I think, caramel in it, for sure. And then this would be probably be from an 8 to about 8.5 to a 9. And I'm quite harsh on my ratings. None for you, yeah? These are all my gains. I'm dieting now, you can't have anything else. So, I'm only having, and I know people are gonna be onto me, and I know probably AJ's watching this. I have 3 protein powder meals a day. Now, you might be going, hang on, that's way too much protein. Why don't you eat it from direct protein sources? It's very, like, especially whey isolates, like 2 of my meals, well, post-workout and my final meal have whey isolates in it. Very easy for me to digest. So, back to what I said earlier about me having optimal digestion throughout my contest prep. I suffered terribly not suffered terribly, but it wasn't great in 2019. So now I'm trying to make sure that I finish a meal, I have no bloating whatsoever, I don't have any gas, I'm not shitting myself, none of that sort of bollocks. I make sure it just goes down the hatch nice and easy. And looking at my midsection already, I have such a tidy, quite clean midsection, so I definitely think presentation is, I could fill myself up, don't get me wrong, I could have loads of different other shit in my diet right now, but it's just gonna make me distended, it's gonna make me look ugly, and I'm all about presentation this year for my physique. So 40 grams of that, I'm waffling now, 200 grams of frozen blueberries and 20 grams of 85% dark chocolate. And that is my pre-workout meal.
Motivation station, this is where it all goes down. Pre-workout's going in, bit of JP on, bit of phone on.
Bit of phone, bit of JP, bit of trained by JP.
Go on, son. Very visual learner, so basically I'm watching JP now, and on the pack deck later I'm going to be fucking sending it.
With his stack and plus 8 kilos to gym pin. That's fucking nuts, by the way. Pre-workout, summarise, 200 grams of blueberries, 100 grams of cream of rice, and 40 grams of whey protein, 20 grams of 85% dark chocolate, bosh, 1 gram of salt on top. So a little bit of dietary fats, because I mean there are some, I think Joe Jeffrey once did a article on dark chocolate and the brain function, the benefits. Yeah, there's some really good benefits behind dark chocolate. I can't find that article anywhere. I think it might be on his member site now. So definitely, I think there is some research and some benefits to dark chocolate itself. I like the taste of blueberries. They taste good, as you'll find out for today's video. Perform Whey, I just wanted to try that. I'm meant to have an isolate, but I don't mind having a concentrate. I know. Let's have a, but I'm still fucking losing weight. Because if I had, chocolate protein and chocolate cream of rice, it's just way too much chocolate, so the caramel biscuit complements the chocolate cream of rice. Cream of rice sits very well with me as well. I mean, oats, I'm getting better with oats, I must admit, but I do like the cream of rice. Rice products are very easy for me to digest anyway, through just eating a shit ton of it in my off season. I'll eat this, probably wait an hour a bit to train. I used to wait 2 hours, I don't do that anymore. I wait about an hour to 90 minutes, and then it's the big boy fucking leg day. Let me give you a little taste test.
Go on, all the way in. All the way in. Give them what they want to see.
We'll run the top.
Give it the...
Oh my god. Fucking hell. That just deep throat the spoon.
Oh, that's a thick one though. That's got girth, mate. That's got girth. Get out of you, boy. Come on. Nah. Get it in.
No, I won't be fucking angry tomorrow. Okay, so it's intra-workout time and pre-workout. I might have a pre-workout today. Stop ruining my video. I might have an intra-workout, a pre-workout today. I'm gonna go for MVP today. It's leg day, so why not? This is like my backup EAAs. I run out of the Anova Farm Recovery EAAs, it's called, pink lemonade flavour. So this is like pink pig, which is, I must admit, it tastes okay. I remember it tastes much better now. I'm dieting. In my off season, I couldn't actually have this. I must admit, it just didn't do it for me. So I have 20 grams of EAAs regardless, intra workout. So 20 grams of this bad boy. Oh my god, that powder! You've had that before? The powder makes you cough. Fucking hell. Don't like me either by the looks of it. Right, 20 grams in there. You know what I'm gonna say? I originally was having 60 carb from CARB-X, Applied Nutrition. I now have 25 carb, so as you can see a reduction there, quite a fair bit, like 20-30 carb less than what I'm used to. I find that my appetite is a lot better now that I have less in my intra workout. Like, I look forward to my post workout much more. But like I said, in my off season, it's all about trying to get more calories in rather than in prep I'm only having 25 carb. I think that's all I need, and realistically for most people I think they don't need any more than 20-30 carb in an intra workout. I think you can utilize up to like 30 carb in like an hour or something like that, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I just stick with 25 at the moment. Again, it provides sustained amount of energy throughout my training session. I always say with an intra workout, if you are using intra, just sip it on the way to the gym. That's 27. Jesus. That's 24. 25. I always say with an intra workout, try and like sip it on the way to the gym and finish it about halfway through your gym session. There's nothing worse than finishing your intra workout on like the final set of the final exercise. Try and drink it halfway through so you can actually utilize it in your training sessions rather than, I mean, it's down to you, it doesn't make a massive difference, but that's kind of how I would see it. Pre-workout of choice, MVP, roadside lemonade. This is my favourite taste. A lot of people ask me my favourite tasting one. This is the best one. And I might combine it with the non-stim, so stack them two bad boys together. We're in for a filthy pump. Pink lemonade, mixture of roadside lemonade. That's pretty much it. So 20 protein from EAAs and 25 carb from the carb powder. Intra workout, probably about 150 calories if that. During my session. Do I class it as a meal? Probably not, but technically I guess it is a meal because it is still calories at the end of the day. Enough waffling. Let's get to the fucking gym.
Trap on pause, hands on swords, pop them doors, it's all for the cause. Me and Mags when she got bored, I gave him 3 but it should have been 4. How many guys turned corpse? This ain't beef for my life, it's war. Kick back mad 3-2 it roars. Still in the hood but I take them tours. Trap on pause, hands on swords, pop them doors, it's all for the cause. Me and Mags when she got bored, I gave him 3 but it should have been 4. How many guys turned corpse? This ain't beef for my life, it's war. Kick back mad 3-2 it roars. Still in the hood but I take them tours. Where before man splashed up, did you forget that I got down? Screw crash that called no mayday. They talk smoke but I want it like cancer. How many guys been splashed up? Got chinged and then he turned Casper. Got sh and then he turned rapper. We got live conversation at 2 in the night.
So post leg day, I typically like to eat my post workout in the gym because I work from home all day. It's kind of nice to eat in a different environment and kind of watch the world go by, as weird as that sounds. Post workout at the moment is 40 grams of whey isolate. I don't actually mix it into my cream of rice because with a whey isolate it goes very watery. So what I do instead is actually drink my whey protein, and then in terms of the actual food side of things, I've got 120 grams of the chocolate brownie batter Naughty Boy cream of rice, 200 grams of blueberries. That is pretty much my post workout. Very easy, very straightforward, nothing fancy unfortunately. Probably my biggest carb meal of the day. Quick, easy digesting carbohydrates, which obviously needed post workout. Got my whey isolate as well, which is again for the same reasons. And I got my little cool bag. I don't think I've ever shown this on the channel. I actually got this from Amazon. It's called My Daily Meal Plan. So if you type that in on Amazon, I think it was about 60 quid. It comes with 3 Tupperwares, a shaker, and 2 ice packs. This comes with me everywhere. Really handy, really reliable. So I'd definitely recommend it. If there's any companies out there that want to send me one, I'd really appreciate that. I really, really, really would appreciate it. So hit up your boy and you never know, we maybe could work together. Anyway, enough waffling. Meal number 4 is 5 o'clock in the evening. Little taste test as always.
Just about 125 grams of oats. So oats are back in the diet. I remember the first time I had oats, first day of prep I had oats, and I was like, it took me about an hour to eat, and I was like, fuck this, fuck this. I remember back in 2019, I used to love my bowl of oats, used to dream about it. 150 grams before I went to bed. Used to love that shit. 125 grams of oats, 40 grams of whey isolate. I'll show you that in a second. 200 grams of blueberries again. So I have literally 600 grams of blueberries a day, which is £6 worth of blueberries a day. When you add that up, over 10 days I have 60 quid's worth of fucking blueberries. It's crazy. Yeah, 125 grams of blueberries, 125 grams of oats, 200 grams of blueberries, 25 grams of almond butter, which I think I've got enough, 40 grams of whey. I'm gonna microwave this. I'm just gonna fucking eat. I'm at a point still where I don't care about food, just get it down me. Maybe when I'm deeper into prep I might appreciate it a little bit more, but it's grown on me, I must admit. First day, absolutely hated it. 3 weeks later, I kind of enjoy it a little bit. Don't mind the texture now, it's just first getting used to that texture again. Also, I don't know if anyone can hear that in the background, but since I've been up north, like, it's fucking freezing. It's like fucking 5 degrees outside at the moment, and there's an ice cream van driving about. They do it in the morning as well. I must be drug dealers or something, because who gets an ice cream at 9:30 in the morning in Barnsley? Is this a norm? Comment down below if anyone knows what the fuck is going on. They must be looking for the local nitties to buy drugs. There must be something going on, because I find that a bit, like, down south we don't do that. The ice cream van is only out in summertime. Come on, can't be going over now. We're just gonna get fat. A little bit of salt. Not got any salt. Sorry, Jack, if you're watching this, lad. Cheers, Jack. And that, my friends, is a delicious bowl of oats. Like I said, 125 grams of oats, 200 grams of blueberries, 25 grams of almond butter, 40 grams of a whey isolate. I know I'm getting leaner when this is starting to become one of my, it's not my favourite meal yet, but it's slowly becoming one of the meals that I enjoy most throughout the day, which is, I can't believe I'm saying it. So that concludes this full day of eating. As you can see, very basic sort of diet. I'm a very basic person. I don't make anything fancy in preps, or, you know, go out the way to do something that is, you know, a recipe that you guys can do at home, because it's so new and different to what I usually eat. Very boring, very bland stuff. I don't really season much of my food other than paprika, maybe a bit of cumin, bit of salt, bit of pepper, and that's kind of what works for me, really. Obviously this year my main goals with my diet is just to ensure that my digestion stays optimal. I had obviously problems in 2019 with just like artificial sweeteners, using like 10 cal jellies, all that sort of stuff that I don't need to be using. Doesn't make sense, so I'm not going to be doing that this time around for sure. And obviously so far, you know, 3 weeks in, I'm 10 pounds down. So just recapping on the day, like, we had the protein fat meal for meal number 1. I'm my most productive in the morning when it comes to work. I want to make sure that I'm, you know, especially with client work, that sort of stuff, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, giving the best quality I possibly can. Meal 2 is then my first carb meal of the day around about 9 AM. I get 3 meals in before I train. Really enjoy kind of training off 3 meals rather than 2. I find that I can perform better. I've got more energy. I feel fuller in the gym. Then I have my pre-workout, which is cream of rice. Very easy digesting. A little bit of dark chocolate for a little bit of brain function as well. Some healthy dietary fats. Intra-workout, 25 carb, 20 grams from EAAs, or protein-wise, I should say. Then post-workout, biggest meal of the day in terms of carbs. Just obviously influx there. Demand is there. Easy digesting protein, and then obviously oats for I go to bed, which is more of a complex, slower carb. And that's pretty much my day. Obviously it's slightly different on a rest day. We'll probably do a full day of eating on a rest day at some point. I don't know what my macros or my calories are at the moment. I haven't put it into my fitness pal, but I'll do that. Gaz will probably put it on the screen or break it down as the meals go, and you can see kind of what I'm doing to get contest prep lean. So yeah, to summarize that, what can we comment down below? Scale, if you've watched the whole thing. As ever, thank you for all the support on the channel. I hope this video has given you an insight with maybe what you can do with your diets to get leaner. Lots of love, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Won't we, Diesel? Come here, come up here, say goodbye. Let's say goodbye. Up you get, up you get, up you get. I'm giving a wave. Bye, bus driver, bye. Bye, bus driver, bye.
It's me who got man yitch that yitch in front of his bitch. Oh no. Now we glad we bruised that witch. Spot me your up, man's letting it rip. War is war, no settling this. They never got touched, they ain't telling you this. Yo, punching these big